What's good, my movie lovers? Let's talk about some movies. Now, today's movie, I'm going to be getting into it with you guys, and is yes, we are now going to be talking about Goosebumps, not the movie, but the TV show that was made from by R.L. Stine. Yes, he's the creator of the Goosebumps series and the Hunting Hour, but we're not talking about the Hunting Hour today. We are talking about Goosebumps. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about in particular is how to kill a monster. Now, let's get to this story. Now, this shows, in this episode, we follow Gretchen and Clark. Now, Gretchen and Clark is like step brother and sister because both of their parents got married to each other and they already had kids with different people, so that makes them brother and sister, step brother and sister, and so they get lost in the swamp and the reason why they got lost in the swamp to begin with is because both of their parents is out on their honeymoon, so I guess Gretchen dad has sent them both to his mom and dad house, aka Gretchen grandparents' house, and they live in the swamp. And so when they get there, they was kind of lost, but they wasn't really lost. It was like 5 more minutes away from where they was at. And so Clark spotted a billboard saying grandma's gumbo or something like that. And so Gretchen was like, that's my grandma's house. We gotta go this way. And so they got to Gretchen grandma's house. And so they're looking to see was anybody home because it didn't look like nobody was home. And so they went up the stairs, start snooping around and stuff like that. They come across this room, and so when they had walked to this room, was getting ready to like open it and stuff like that, they was greeted by who was they greeted by? I think it was both of the grandparents, if I'm not mistaken. And so they give the grandparents a hug and stuff like that. And so they started, no, it was the grandma. It was the grandma that spotted them first. It wasn't both of them. It was the grandma, I remember. And this is where she meets Clark. And so throughout the whole show of this episode, she keep getting Clark's name, calling him Craig and stuff like that. I don't know if she was doing it on purpose or she just actually didn't remember his name and trying to remember it. And so, like I said, I don't know if she was doing it on purpose or not, but coming to find out, they was hiding a secret from them, and the secret was they have a monster in the house. And what happened was the grandpa is a hunter and he thought he killed this animal and that he brought back to the house. And so they started hearing things like Gretchen and Clark. They started hearing things. So Clark was the first one that noticed, and then that's when Gretchen noticed the actor. And so and the grandpa was telling them, don't worry about it, it's just swamp gas and stuff like that. And you know damn way that's swamp gas, the way it was sounding in the show. If you know, you know. But yeah, so we cut to the next scene where Gretchen was asleep, but she woke up because I think she heard something or she had to use the bathroom. It was one of them. So she went out to the hallway, started snooping around again until she sees the room again, and then she wanted to go check in there again. Oh yeah, she wanted a glass of water, so she had the cup in her hand. I remember now. And so she was about to open up the door until the grandparents. Now this one, both of them called Gretchen this time. And so they was telling her don't go in there and things like that. She was asking maybe tomorrow you could show me and Clark the room and stuff like that. And the grandparents was looking at her creepy, saying no, don't go in there and stuff like that. And so the grandpa had took the cup from her, telling her that he would give her some water and telling her to go back in the room. So we cut to the next day and stuff like that. And so the grandparents ended up leaving the kids in the house, and they locked everything. I mean, windows, doors, just everything. I don't know why they did this. Oh wait, yeah, I know why they did this. They try to keep them safe from the creatures that's outside. I guess they just like the monster that we see in this episode. So they had locked the doors and everything. They was able to escape and get out So they didn't really do a good job of trying to lock the doors. And so Gretchen and Clark discovers this monster that he was describing, kind of, and the earlier scene when they was all eating dinner and stuff like that. And so they was trying to figure out how to kill this monster. Get it? How to kill a monster. They was trying to figure out how to kill the monster. Get it? No? Okay. Thought I had it right there. But yeah, they was trying to figure out how to kill this monster. They tried to feed it the gumbo and stuff like that. I'm just now noticing that Gretchen was the only ones with the good ideas. I hope I'm saying her name right. If I'm not, I'm truly sorry. But she was the only one with the good ideas, not Clark really. But yeah, they started feeding it the gumbo. And knocked itself out. It was smoke coming out of his mouth. They thought they killed the monster, but they really didn't kill the monster. The monster just kept coming back. The first time they ran up the stairs, and at the end of the stairs, there was like a gap, and if you keep running up the stairs, you might fall off the stairway of the gap and hit the floor splat. And that's where they did with the monster. They didn't hit the floor splat, but they tricked the monster into hitting the floor splat. But the monster didn't die. And that's when we cut to the kitchen scene when they was trying to feed the monster the gumbo, and they thought that they had killed him, but they didn't. The only way they was able to kill him, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, it was the most dumbest way to kill a monster, but I guess it worked. Clark had punched the monster through his mouth, and I guess it was allergic to Clark, and so it started sneezing and coughing and things like that, and it had exploded. And the reason why Clark punched the monster to begin with is because I think they was trying to climb up something, and Gretchen was the only one to climb up the thing, but Clark couldn't do enough in time because the monster already got to Clark, and so the only way to stop the monster was what came up into his mind was him punching the monster, and that caused like an allergic reaction to the monster, and the monster actually exploded. And so yeah, they killed the monster by using Clark as bait, even though that wasn't really what they was trying to do, but it happened. So the monster is dead, and it was able to escape the house. And I don't know if they survived the swamp trying to get back to the city, because, or at least the airport, because they didn't show us that at the end. They just showed us them in the swamp, and then when night, and you start hearing weird creatures and things like that. And it was funny because at the end of the show, Clark was like, Gretchen, do you have any other good ideas? And I thought that was pretty funny towards the end. But we're going to cut right here because that was the end of this episode. And let me know down in the comments if you guys like this episode. Have you guys even seen Goosebumps? If you didn't, please go check this episode out and the rest of the episodes of Goosebumps, because Goosebumps is a classic to watch on Halloween, during the spooky daddy season, during October month. Just please check it out. Just make it one of your horror lists to go check out, please, because it really is a classic. And if you guys like what I do and want to see more from me, hit this video right here and hit subscribe. And once you hit subscribe, turn on all notifications, because if you don't turn on the notifications, you will not get the newest video from me. You probably may not, but still hit the notification just to make sure, please. And thank you. And share this around with your friends. And yeah, before I end this video off, I've been trying to figure out a name for you guys, and for the new subscribers that subscribe to me, let me know down in the comments down below how you guys feel about this name, Movie Head Gang. That's you guys, that's me, and whoever else want to subscribe to me, be part of the Movie Head Gang family. And yeah, I hope you guys like the name that I give you guys. If not, I'm gonna keep trying to give you guys a good proper name. But yeah, be part of the family, be part of the Movie Head Gang. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back on here on more videos really soon. Peace.